What is going on, mortals? Mortopia here, and welcome to How to Tame, a series where I will be covering every tameable dino in Ark, going over the best way to tame it, and going over their features or abilities. But first, small disclaimer. All this taming is done on a boosted server, but the taming method is exactly the same that you would have to use on an official server. But if you are playing on an official server, you should know by now that it's going to take you a lot longer to gather resources and a lot longer to do the taming. But with that out of the way, let us go to what we are going to be taming today. Now, you will not see this creature here. Okay, you will not see it walking around or anything else, because this creature has got a pretty cool ability slash feature that it has, and it's really cool. So we're going to be looking at this indiscriminate little piece of mud. Where is it? I saw it there. Now, that little piece of mud sticks out from everything else. It's supposed to be flat. So if you know what this little piece of mud is, you will already know what we're going to be taming today. But for you who don't know, we are going to be taming the Purlovia, or the Purlovia, whatever, how you pronounce it. But boom! Yeah, these suckers like to jump out of the ground at you and stun you for a couple of seconds. I think it's roughly about, yeah, okay, it's knocked out. So, yeah, I forgot to mention, it is a knockout tame. And these guys are actually pretty darn fast, so be very careful. And like I said, they do have a stun effect when they come out from the ground and they jump at you. They do have a stun effect. I don't know how long it lasts. I'm guessing 5 or 10 seconds or something stupid like that, I do believe. So just be careful. There are different variants of this one. This is just a normal one, but you do get them when they're in caves and stuff. They're the polar variant. Now, you cannot tame the polar variant ones. You just cannot. So just be careful if you see one. It may just say Purlovia above its name, but it is not one you can be tamed if it is coming from a cave. Just a word of advice. And also, Purlovias cannot be picked up by Argents or Pteranodons or anything like that. They can only be picked up by Quetzals or Wyverns. Now, I don't know why that is a thing, because it's not that big, to be perfectly honest with you. So you'd think an Argy would manage to pick it up, but it just can't. So, like I said, knockout tame. What are we going to be using to tame it? What is its favourite stuff? So, its favourite kibble is Mortopia kibble. So give it some of that, and kabuya. So we've already tamed it, but if you can't get your hands on any Mortopia kibble, it is a carnivore, so it'll eat any types of meat. And if you've been playing Ark for a while, you know the best types of meat. But if you haven't, I'm going to read you a list. And the top one's going to be the best meat to tame with, and the bottom one's going to be the least effective, okay? So, first of all, we got raw mutton, raw prime meat, cooked lamb chops, cooked prime meat, raw prime fish meat, raw meat, cooked prime fish meat, cooked meat, raw fish meat, and cooked fish meat. In that order. But if you can get your hands on some Mortopia eggs, you can create the kibble. What you'll need is obviously the eggs, 1 salvo root, 1 cooked meat jerky, 2 measure berries, and 3 fibres, which can be cooked in a cooking pot or the industrial cooker. Now, unfortunately, you cannot ride these, which is unfortunate. It'd be really cool. But as you can see, we have got an option to buried. Woohoo! Now, don't worry. If you have one of these, the enemy tribe or team or an enemy of you will not be able to see this mound of dirt, so it will not be obvious to them. All they will see is flat land, as you just see here, just normal land. They will not be able to see it until it is too late, until they walk up over near it and it just jumps out and bites them and stuns them, and it just continually attacks them. So don't be worried about the little dirt mound. So due to his ability to burrow, the surprise attack would be useful in defending your property. Non-tribe members cannot see its burrowed mound like this, like I've already mentioned, making it an effective ambush predator. So you could plant these multiple around in an area or a bottleneck where it's like narrow. So they don't have a lot of places to go. You could place these around there. It doesn't matter what they're riding on. It can be a T-Rex, Carno. It doesn't really matter. These will jump out at them, knock them off the mounts, and stun them. So very, very good. But Pavlovas can be they do have a really good feature because of this buried feature. Okay, so it's like a hidden vault. The Pavlova can't be seen by players that don't belong to the tribe, obviously, making them incredibly useful for hiding items. So that means you're really good items. The only way to actually uncover and kill a hidden Pavlova is to explode the spot it's hiding in, such as like firing a rocket or some C4 or a grenade. You might get lucky. Making it, I'm pretty sure I just heard something. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's one of those. It's really, really cool. So that means if you've got like a Mastercraft or Ascendant, like blueprints or something like that, or just some really good armor or weapons or whatever, and you want to hide it, but you don't want to hide it in your base just in case you get raided, if you tame one of these, you can pump weight, pump some health, pump some food as well, put it to passive, then go out to a remote location anywhere, make it buried, but make sure you know where the place is so you can come back to it if you need to get all the stuff out of it. So it's a very good vault to store valuable and rare things that you might have on Ark, and you don't want to lose them by getting raided. This is the best creature to do it. Really, really cool. So yeah. Looks like it's got a range meter now, so you can set it to long range, and you can set it to short and medium, then long again. So this means the range that it will pop out of the ground and they attack the enemy tribe or enemy player, whatever. So you could put it to high range, and that means they have to walk like this far away and it'll still pop out of them. Or if you really want to ambush them in a really like narrow place, put it to low, so when they're riding past on the creatures, I don't know what's going on, boom, it'll just pop out when they're roughly in the middle-ish, close, really close to them anyway, so they don't have any opportunity to escape. And if you got, like I said, if you got multiple scattered around, the tribe that's coming through is just going to get annihilated, and it's just one of those. So if you are doing that kind of tactic, make sure you pump health and melee damage, because this trap might get sprung at any time. You don't know, especially if you just leave a trap in one place and you don't monitor it. And you want to make sure that they have a lot of health and a lot of attack damage. But if you're just setting a one-off trap with these, because you know where a tribe is going to be, still pump health and melee damage anyway. It's one of those. But anyway, mortals, that is the Pavlova. Really cool creature, or dino. Come with me. Bum, 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 bum. Where's he gone? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, why'd you go around there for? You're weird. Come here. Come here. Park your bomb in this spot right here. Thank you. No, stop. So that is it, mortals. That is it. All information about the Purlovia. I'm sorry if I'm really butchering the name. But yeah, 2 really great features and abilities. So really, really cool. So, mortals, if you found this informative in any way, and if it helps you out at all, please don't forget to show that like button, who is boss, by punching it in the face. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends and around the world. But that is it. I am Mortal T, and I am out.